Okay, y'all, I'm back. I have not uploaded the video that I just recorded discussing my pre-release event, but if you missed that one, I ended up getting first. I had some pretty good pulls, so also ended up buying booster box balls there. I will preface this video by saying I am pretty sure this is going to be a 2-hit box. Obviously, can't be 100% sure, but I know one person opened the SP Kuma. Ooh, excuse me, sorry. One person ended up opening SP Katakuri. Someone else ended up getting like a Robin and a Zehahaha manga event, but I think that was from a different store. And then I know someone at the store we were at ended up opening the manga event. So I am not terribly confident. And honestly, I feel like I've used up my luck for today, but I figure we are here to rip. We're here to have fun. Worst that happens is I get a ace secret and I don't know, like a Marco Altar or something. But we'll have fun doing it. I haven't opened anything for this set aside from what you see over there, which was from my pre-release. But fingers crossed, it's a cool set in general. I will apologize in advance for probably the quality of my pack opening. It's going to suffer because also I don't have a lot of arm space over here. There's a camera arm. So with that, though, we'll get right into it. I think y'all can see this. Let me make sure we're focused here. Give me 5. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to start. Ow. You know, that felt a little anticlimactic. Okay, guys, great pull here. First pack, absolutely mangled it while opening it. Although it doesn't look like the card got hurt or anything. What I was about to say was, lost my train of thought. What I was about to say was, let me make sure, yeah, you know, sometimes Ace just like fries my brain. I was about to say I'm not going to go through every single card for this entire video, but I figured I'd go through and just spend a little time looking at each card to start off, and then the inner gambler in me would take over. Obviously, that didn't last terribly long. Great hit straight off the bat. I've actually been debating on building Ace. The only thing stopping me is that I don't have my Rogers anymore. But that's still super cool. I should have a sleeve around here somewhere. My desk is a complete mess right now, just due to the fact that the general order of it has been disrupted by a camera arm. So, maybe 2 minutes on that. But I'm very happy with that. Played it on the sim earlier. It's got some absolutely gorgeous foiling on it. If I can get the focus, please. Wasn't sold on this style of leader, but honestly they look a lot better in person. Some great texturing down the side there. The X is kind of textured. It's like a little textured circle going on the left side there. But he can go in the place of honor up here, and all these commons can get swept away. So, okay. Good box. We can all go home. I think we got an SR there. Yeah, I don't think I'm looking for too much. I'd love some of the Altar Admirals. I think we'll probably start just kind of skipping towards the end on these just to keep this video a little more brief. Momonosuke, I'm going to stick to the side in case I build Yamato, and 4-drop Ivankov is very nice if I end up building Luffy, which I don't think I will. So I think SR-wise, I'm on the lookout for 4-drop Luffys now, and I don't think there's a whole lot else I want aside from maybe Yamatos, so we'll see. Also, sorry if I'm kind of rambling, but oh yeah, and New Gates. My brain is kind of fried. I was driving for about 4 hours today and playing cards for about 3 hours aside from that. And also my phone is refusing to stay focused. So SR Newgate and 8-drop Yamato there, both pretty essential in their respective decks. But we'll see what else we got. This box is off to a really good start. The camera just insists on not staying focused. Moby Dick and Katarina Devon. Stick the Moby Dick to the side. I think it is being run in Ace, and then I'm going to stick Katarina Devon in the pile that's going to be in front of me. I think, judging by my mangled opening, we have another SR in the back. Mr. Free. Ended up actually, someone at the store had me open their pack for them, and I ended up pulling an alt-art Mr. Free. Porcelain note too. Fun. Funny story that during the OP16 pre-release, handed this person my pack. There's a Don back there. Or I handed them my box, them and one other person, because they weren't playing. And I was like, you know, if y'all want to rip, use my box. I don't care. They ended up pulling an SP Newgate, which they are still salty about. Beckman, Jimbei, and Don. Which, you know, I get it. They are still kind of lording it over me. And so today they decided to get their revenge by making me open their packs. Aside from today's haul, I actually generally, I think that's Zehaha, have pretty rotten luck. I am about, I think, 30 boxes deep, and I still haven't gotten a manga. No, it's Prisoners of Writing. Prisoners of Impel Down. This card is excellent. If I were playing Buggy, I'd want as many of these as I could get. I think they're running like 12 or something of them. Actually, you might be running 18. I think Green Blue Luffy is around 12. I might end up seeing if my buddy needs that when he's building out Buggy. But yeah, I'm about 30 boxes deep and I haven't pulled a manga, so I think the odds are against me on that one. But can't complain too much. I like to think that life finds a way to kind of circle your luck back to you in other ways, including a alt-art Ace Leader and getting a secret Tish in your pre-release deck. Okay, Buga Sengoku. I'm hoping to do a little more longhand content on this channel for Riftbound as well. I need to figure out a way to go on ahead and get some editing software on my computer, which I can't imagine would be that hard. But I figure I can start doing sim games, or maybe I can record myself playing or something like that, see what sticks. Right now I'm kind of just testing the waters. If anyone stumbled upon this and has ideas, feel free to give me a shout. For now, I figure there's something back there. See that? Huh. For now, I figure if I'm going to be opening stuff, I might as well use it as a creative outlet. And I have a large and ever-growing collection of things to show off. And that is a really good pull. Okay, well, I am very happy with this box, even if that is all that it has. And for some reason, my camera is absolutely insisting on focusing on the Moby Dick that I placed back there. Alt Art 7-drop Boa. This card is absolutely filthy, in my opinion. Unblockable innately. I don't know how many cards we've actually seen with just unblockable raw on there. Up to one of your opponent's characters other than Luffy cannot be rested until the end of, cannot be rested until the end of your opponent's next end phase. That's kind of vile. I don't know how good it actually is. At minimum, you know, it's a Goonbait card. Somebody will want that. I'm not a big Boa fan. I also am not, generally speaking, a huge fan of some of the portrayals of people in this card game. That's my opinion. I think I lean a little more towards Riftbound styling, but One Piece has a special place in my heart. It is an absolutely incredible story. Wow. Another Prisoner of Impel Down. That's, you know, we're off to the races with this box. Still have about half of it left, maybe a little less. I got about a pile and a half over here. And so far we've had 2 hits. I'm pretty sure we have a 3rd hit coming. I think it's probably going to be a secret. But either way, I'm definitely not going to complain about what we've hit so far. So the drop Borsellino. Let's go to the Navy headquarters. I usually have a rule that if I don't know what to play, I end up just playing whatever I pull. So I think between the 2 of those, I might end up going after Ace. So if I end up doing that, I'll keep y'all posted. 6-drop Marco is necessary, as is Yamato. But I'm quite decided. I think the more I'm thinking about it, that pre-release Luffy, if I can find someone to buy it, I think he's gonna fund my new fancy playset of Dazzling Auroras for Riftbound. I have been waiting on pulling the trigger on that for a long time. Yamato. And Little Wars Jr. Never quite did it because I always kind of felt that it was a little overpriced, and I still do, but I feel a lot less iffy about it if I'm trading in another card for it, basically. So we'll see what I can end up swinging on that one. I also feel kind of weird just like ripping through these packs, but I don't want this video to be, you know, 30 minutes long. Also, I apologize for the camera not focusing pretty consistently. The prisoners are indeed riding. Oh, and I just whacked y'all too. You know, eventually we're going to get to the point where I can clean this up a little bit, but that will take some time. Yeah, and SR back there on this one. And 4-drop Luffy. That will, and a Basco. That will be going straight into the Ace deck if I end up making it. Think need, what, 8-drop Whitebeards, 4-drop Luffy's, the secret, I think another SR is back here, secret Ace, the 5-drop, and then I think it runs some random stuff like the 8-drop Rayleighs from OP08. I think it runs the Goldie Roger secret. Yamato is excellent for if I decide to build Yamato. And a Kobe. I'm not entirely sure what else they're running these days. The meta seems to still be settling. I'm looking forward. Something back there. Oh, can't quite tell if that is a rare event or if we have another hit. Yeah, no, the meta's still settling, but I'm looking forward to getting the unified release so that we can kind of discover what's going on in the meta together. Hello, Sakazuki. And Sakazuki and I forget who it was last set, but whenever we have an SR that has this kind of frame break going on here, I really like the style, but it does create a little bit of confusion when I'm opening packs. I tend to see like a corner of it and I get kind of excited, and I'm like, oh, well, okay. Still good. If I decide to build admirals, Momonosuke, and a Katarina. As y'all can probably tell from my rambling, I have no idea what I'm actually going to end up building, but you never know. I think we got a non-pack back here. 7-drop Borsa, and a Beckman. I actually really enjoy the Dawn for this set. We had, I think, 5, or I don't know if we have 5 pulled today, but there's someone at the store who already had like 5 of them. They're working towards a playset because they're playing green, blue, Luffy. So, you never know. Mr. 1 and a Luffy. Teach is taunting me. Alright. Second to last pack. And that looks like a rare. Oh, no. Let's go to Navy headquarters and a Kinemon. Not too bad. Alright. Little last pack magic here. Overall, oh yeah, not a bad box. If I'm gonna hit a 2-hit box, I would much rather it be a 2-hit box that has like a leader. I had my fair share of nasty 2-hit boxes. I had one for the Heroines set, which was basically I got like the blue Hina alt, and then I got 1 SR Nami, and then I think I got a Secret Uta, which just felt bad. But let's go over our pulls here. For rares, these are the ones that these are the ones I care about. But we got a nice variety here. A couple little ores. We got our fair share of Admirals, and then actually a fair share of stuff for Yamato. Oh, let's try to hide. 2 Prisoner of Impel Down, which is a really good hit. And then our 2 big hits of the evening. Boa Hancock. You gotta love your Goonbag cards. I can already tell that this is gonna be like top 5 Altard pull, or regular Altard pull, and then Port Gastiers. So you gotta love your Donut Man. You know, it's fitting since we got a Sakazuki as well. But I'm not mad about this. I think for a box and 6 packs, I've done remarkably well today. Got my Teach in my buggy here as well. If you missed the last video, I ended up pulling both of these for my pre-release, which, you know, can't complain about that at all. So with that, I will end this video. I'm going to figure out how to get these uploaded, and then if anyone cares to leave feedback, I'd love to hear it. Hoping to improve quality of camera, microphone, and just general format, maybe plan it out a little better as we go, but those are growing pains, so we'll deal with it. So with that, I hope y'all have a good one.